Hey everyone, we're going to do another tarot reading. Thanks for joining me. Please only take what resonates for you when you are listening to tarot readings. That means what resonates with you will align with your truth. It's going to stand out to you because you already feel that way or you've already been experiencing something that I'm talking about. And that's true for all tarot card readings. Not everything applies to you. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards and see the energy of today. Today we are in Capricorn season, one of my favorite seasons. Sagittarius season is over, the festive time is over, and we're kind of back into work, kind of back into the grind, kind of and also actually something interesting happened today. Venus and Mars are also in Capricorn, which is more of a serious kind of energy. Like our goals, our motivations are a little more serious when the planets are in Capricorn. And Mars is like motivation, what motivates you. And typically when it's in Capricorn, it's like you want to elevate your life, right? So it's very nice energy today. Woohoo, to elevate your life kind of thing going on here. And I'm just going to pull some cards. Interesting, interesting. I'm seeing some interesting things here, guys. And we're going to clarify. Mm, okay. Hmm. Okay. So first thing that's first, we have some interesting changes coming afoot. Venus has trined Uranus in Taurus. Uranus has been in Taurus for like the last 8 years, and it's slowly getting out of Taurus. So this is going to be an interesting year coming up because it's finally going to get out of Taurus and go into Gemini. Yeah. So that's exciting. But today we have like a nice earth trine. So that's good energy that's moving us forward in a positive direction. And we have the chariot as our heart of the matter today. So there is a new destination in sight today. We are thinking in a forward, progressive way about how we want to change our life for the better when we have the chariot out. You might be moving. You might be planning a move. You might be changing jobs. You might be planning on selling your home and buying a better home that fits your family. This could be many things, but it's a really nice, positive forward momentum with the chariot. And it's a sign of movement. Some kind of movement is happening, a big movement, not just a little movement. This might be something that you've been planning a long time, something you've been hoping for a long time. And it's coming into it's coming now. It's coming now. Okay, so we have a couple sixes out here. And the six is a unique kind of energy. Hang on one second. So the Six of Pentacles is here. Let's see what this is. As our present. Interesting. Okay. Six of Pentacles is a sign that there is some kind of imbalance in how we are giving and receiving with others, which is very interesting. So we might have someone in our life who maybe they're not being completely honest about what they're asking us to do for them or how much they're taking from us, from our time, our energy, or our money. This could be like this immediately reminds me of a roommate situation where like the roommate isn't paying bills or they're just not like paying the rent on time or something like that. And you're kind of being taken for granted. That's the feeling here. Like something isn't right here. There's something unsettling here, which makes sense because why are we moving? Why are we moving? Something might be unsettled in our home life, especially because pentacles are of the material world. So that might be your home, it might be your housing situation. Something isn't really balanced here. Okay. And we also have interesting. Okay, in the known desire, I do this spread where the known desire is what we want, right? It's what we actually actively want. And typically, it is one of the most telling things because sometimes what we want isn't always what's best for us. And here we want to not be the Queen of Swords. So we're experiencing a conflict here. The Queen of Swords is a very knowledgeable queen. She is like kind of like the widow or the divorcee of the queens. She's the one who's been through a lot. She's been through hard battles. Okay. And she has developed mental strength and clarity. Okay. And I love this card in the Voyager deck. The Queen of Swords, in sorry for my background, the Queen of Swords in this deck, she's got diamonds all around her because she is visionary. Okay. She has a hard vision. Okay. And it cannot be penetrated by outside forces. She knows what's wrong and she knows what's right. But we have her reversed in our known desire. So we're struggling here. We're struggling with something. We know what we got to do. We know we got to move. That's very clear. We know the move is coming. We know that we are going to be changing things up, but we don't want to be the cutting queen. We want to be sweet. We want to be loving. We want to be kind to others, even though they haven't been kind to us. Okay. And then we have the Page of Cups in our hidden factor. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the hidden factor. This is what other people do not see about you. And I think here what we're seeing is you have affection for someone. You have affection for someone in this situation. Oh, yeah, you do. You have affection for someone, but they may not deserve it. And you are kind of keeping it to yourself. You're keeping this affection kind of secret, which may be very wise. Like you're being nice, you're trying to be balanced here, but there is definitely something wrong. Like there's something you're dealing with someone here who is not treating you right. Yeah, that's very clear here. And then we also have the Six of Wands coming out, and it is also reversed. This is a temporary setback. Yeah. So this is our obstacle or attitude. Okay. There is an internal struggle here. There is something going on here where usually if it were upright, it would be like we can trust that we're moving in the right direction, we have victory, but unfortunately there is something wrong here. And it might be like you might feel embarrassed or you might have to change your plans because someone you trusted ended up being untrustworthy. Hang on one second. Sorry, guys. So where were we? Okay, so if this was upright, we would have had a victory. But unfortunately, something is not going according to plan. And I have a feeling it's because we discovered something. We discovered a betrayal, guys. The Ten of Swords is here. So this is not a happy energy today, okay? I think, unfortunately, with the Ten of Swords, we have the Lovers reversed, which is not how we like the lovers. We like the lovers to be upright, making out, okay? Two people on the same page. That's what we like. We like it when we can have back and forth receiving an equal give and take, right? That's what the lovers are. Here, the lovers are one stone, one ancient stone. They are the same. They are not adversaries. They are united against the world. Okay. But unfortunately, when they are reversed, we have a situation where we are not united. We are not seeing from the same page, and we have the Ten of Swords. So this is a painful realization and the end of a cycle in realizing this. There is sorrow here. This is the Six of Cups. This is also Six of Cups is a very nostalgic card. Typically, this shows like children standing together. And I think it's interesting that they turned it into the sorrow card in this deck because it's not necessarily sorrow. You might be reflecting on how you got into this situation at this time. You might be remembering what brought you together with this particular person. This might be someone from your childhood who, or someone who's been around for a long time, or someone who reminds you of someone from your past. Okay. And maybe that's why they are having this deep impact on you. Okay, there's something nostalgic about this person where you expected it to go a certain way, or you were hoping it was going to go a certain way with them, where you would continue on into the future. But unfortunately, we've had a setback. And you are treating them with affection and you are still being kind, but you know that the move is necessary. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards to clarify what we got at the top here and just see if we can get a little more information. But it just seems like you discovered something about someone, and it could be that, I don't know, like there's something with their finances that's messed up. It's like you find out they have a gambling addiction or they're cheating at something, and you are not happy with it. Like, this is like a big shock. This is a big shock. There's something wrong with their money. There's something wrong about their dealings and the way they deal with the world. I just pulled the world. I just pulled the world card. This is definitely the completion of some kind of cycle. This is definitely the completion of a cycle. Hang on one second. Let me just pull a little bit more. It looks like this is similar to yesterday's reading. We had I've actually been pulling this energy this last week. Um it's been very clear. Oh, shizzle. Guys, it's been very clear. I'm using different decks and I keep pulling the same cards to clarify the cards that I'm pulling. We have the Ten of Air. The Ten of Swords is here again. This is big betrayal. And although we have affection for this person and we want the best for them and we're hopeful and we have emotional connection with them. There's some kind of emotional connection with this person. Otherwise, you would not have the cups coming out like this. You wouldn't be experiencing sorrow if there wasn't something about this person that brought out joy in your heart, right? Like when you think about them, like you are so hopeful and you experienced a lot of affection and love for them. Um, but there is a serious issue, and it is causing the Ten of Swords. This is a betrayal, and it's like a shock to the system. This is something that you've probably been crying about. This is like something that has totally wiped you out. You might be exhausted at this point. You might need to take a break. It seems like um it seems like you know exactly what's going on here. There's no confusion here. There's no confusion. If I'm pulling the same cards over and over again, there's no confusion. You know the answer, okay? You know the answer. Whoever I'm talking to, you know the answer. And I'm pulling the mage here. This is the magician. This is a this is a beautiful thing to see at the end. So you are capable of transforming your life at this point. Okay. And the world is here, which means it is going to be changing. There are big changes coming. We got the chariot, we got the world, and we got the magician. The magician is alchemical energy. So basically, at this point, you have been given enough information And it has become very clear that you are emotionally distraught, okay? You're still trying to be nice. You are not the Queen of Swords in this reading. The Queen of Swords is reversed. You're trying really hard to be nice to this person. You're trying really hard to like kind of like maybe you're trying to separate from them, but in a very sweet, nice way. You're just like kind of backing up. You're not screaming and yelling at this point. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm going to pack up your things and I'm just going to put it here for you. And I called you a cab. It's like that Beyonce song, you know? It's like the cab's outside waiting for you. I paid for it, you know? And it hurts. It really hurts that you have to do this sometimes. Like we have to say goodbye. We're saying goodbye though. It's definite. And you are not giving up. So we're sad that we have to say goodbye. That's why the 10 of Swords is here. We are experiencing a sadness. You may have to take some time to recuperate from this, but you are not down and out because, girl, the world is here. The magician is here. You are not, this is very creative and strong energy. So you are not slowing down from this. This cannot stop your dreams from coming to fruition. Whatever this person did, whatever betrayal you uncovered, it is very clear. Okay. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Do not ever doubt yourself. And don't be embarrassed. I actually was talking to a girl today. I was talking to someone today, and she shared a little bit with me. She found out her partner was going to get escorts and paying for escorts. And he was doing this for the last few years. He's been paying women for their services. When you find out something like that, she told me, I'm embarrassed and I don't want to tell anyone. And it has nothing to do with her, right? And I told her that. I was like, it has nothing to do with you that this person decided to make the dumbest decision ever and take you for granted, right? And take your relationship for granted and your family and all the things that you were hoping on building. Okay. There was something wrong with this person and the decisions that they made. And it's very, very clear that they don't have a place in your life. That's not really a setback. Okay. It might upset your plan. Like you had a plan on moving forward with this person and having a family and buying a home and all these wonderful things. So yeah, maybe that's delayed, but you're going to be changing it. You're changing it. Okay. You are still going to be getting the family you want. You are still going to be getting the house you want. You are still going to be able to find the relationship that you want. You are capable of changing courses at any time. The possibilities are endless here. Okay. I'm going to pull something from the Yogi deck. Do I sound preachy? I hope not. I hope I don't sound preachy, y'all. I hope I'm not offending you with my like, I get passionate. I get kind of intense when I'm like excited. I don't know. I'm an intense talker sometimes. I'm like, guys, are you feeling embarrassed about this asshole? Like, oh my God, please. I feel very intensely that you should never feel embarrassed because someone else made poor decisions. Okay. You should not be embarrassed at all because, quite frankly, that other person is not embarrassed enough. And I think you're being too nice here. You might be too nice. You're not taking the sword out here. And in fact, you're experiencing the swords. You're experiencing it emotionally. Like this is a big letdown. And I apologize that you had to go through this. People are dumb. They're dumb. That's why I like astrology because I don't understand how people can be the way they are many times. I really, really genuinely just don't get it unless I have like something extra to analyze. I'm like, I don't understand why you are the way you are. Oh, there she is. I pulled Chinnamasta. Chinnamasta. Okay, so this is a Sanskrit deck. Okay, this is a deck of Hindu deities, yogi terms, and Ayurveda. And I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry. I just can't say Ayurvedic. I have such trouble with that word. Chinnamasta is a goddess. She is an ancient goddess who cuts off her own head when she started feeling horny. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. That's for real. I'm being for real. If you are not familiar with this goddess yet, well, buckle in because she's kind of a powerful one. She's a very powerful feminine warrior mother goddess. She is ancient. When I went to India, we went to a temple that is devoted to her. And man, I saw people of all ages coming to this temple to worship this headless goddess whose blood feeds her devotees. And she's standing on a couple who is like making out in this card. And I'm so sorry I can't show you. They're just like making out, you know? And the thing is, like, she is um very interesting for people who are from like a Christian background like me. This is like a very foreign concept that a woman or a female is experiencing lust and desire, and instead of giving into those feelings, she cuts her own head off and she still lives. It's kind of like when Jesus said, like, if looking at women causes you to sin in your mind, then pluck out your eyes. This is very similar energy. She's like, I would rather cut off my own head, okay, than to allow my physical body to lead me down a path of destruction. Because the mother goddesses protect and feed everyone around them. They are the reason the world continues to turn. The feminine energy is the reason this world continues on. And without it being controlled in some way, this world would end. So Chinnamasta gets rid of things. She can destroy and she can get rid of negative energy and desires that don't serve us. So here you're transforming your desires. That's what that's telling me. And the magician is also a transformer. You have to transform your desires at this time because whoever you thought was going to be helping you to achieve your desires has turned out to be a false lover. This is not a true lover. This is someone who you do not see eye to eye with. This is someone who you are not compatible with, okay, in some kind of way. You are not united. And you don't want to be stuck in a situation with someone who you're not mentally and emotionally united with, someone who has no problem hurting you. Um, that's not what we want because that's an imprisonment at that point. Chinnamasta does not stay in prison. She can't even be imprisoned by her own body. She is unstoppable. She's got a necklace of human heads. And in Hinduism, that's typically a sign of like a warrior energy, but she's still a mother, which is very interesting. Very complex. I hope I'm able to explain it. I hope I'm able to explain it right. I mean, I don't know. I hope it makes sense to you guys. Kriya is also here. I pulled Kriya, and I'm going to read this to you. Kriya. This is of spirituality. It's a spiritual card because we're having a spiritual experience here. Kriya is effortless flow. Life feels like a river that you are graciously floating down with ease. You are on the path of your dharma, your highest purpose, and doors are opening for you. One connection leads to another, and things are moving at high speed. Kriya. Don't feel overwhelmed. This is how life is meant to be experienced. When you are in Kriya, everything requires far less effort. The universe is propelling you in the direction of your Dharma and providing you with assistance to fulfill the very important role you play. You no longer have to push, but rather can surrender to the greater forces at play. Keep up the flow and don't lose sight of your greater goal, uplifting the vibration of this planet. Interesting. These are gorgeous cards, and I apologize. I'm gonna have to fix this background situation. Um, but this is interesting because sometimes when we are derailed from our plan, okay, it's like you feel like you're having a setback. Like, oh, this wasn't my plan, but this is the universe's plan. This is the universe's plan. It might not be your plan, but there is a reason that this person had to meet you, and you have powerful energy here. You have love here. You're not cutting this person up the way they may deserve to be cut up. Um, but you have accomplished something here. And it would be a major issue of your dharma, your highest purpose, if you tried to pretend that something wasn't happening that is actively happening, right? Does that make sense? So if you are making that move, if this resonates for you and you're like, I'm making a move, I'm making a move, I made a judgment call. You've made a judgment call and you are making plans to go in a new direction. That is the correct direction, and you should not be embarrassed. Do not feel bad. You are living life. You're actually living it. And life is unexpected. You can't have everything go according to plan in life. It's up to the universe. Okay? So I hope this made sense for you. I'm excited for you guys wherever you are, okay? You're overcoming a lot. A false lover is as someone who's wasting your time. And it's hard to say, like, okay, time to go, but you're doing it. So kudos to you. Good job. You rock. If no one told you today, you're killing it. You're literally killing it. And yeah, I'll try to do this again. Have a good one, guys. Bye.